Knock, knock. Hello? Hello? Is anybody home? Hi, my friends. It's Mrs. Turner for today's writing lesson. We're going to do another compound word. Today's compound word is very special to me. If we have grand, what do you think it's going to be? Looking at the picture, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And we add father, what do we got? Let me get my fingers out of the way. What's the word? Grandfather. That's right. Can you tell me about one of your grandfathers? Let me see. If I'm going to tell you about my grandfather, I think I've told you before, just a little bit about my grandfather was a farmer. And when I was little, I used to ride on his tractor. Remember, I grew up in Tennessee, and we had a farm, and we had pigs. My grandpa had pigs. He had horses. He had mules. He had donkeys. He had cows. He had pigs. He had turkeys. He had lots of chickens. So I could just go on and on. But my grandfather was one of the kindest people in the world. He would often say to people at church when he was leaving, he would say, "Bye, why don't you go home with me?" And he literally meant that, and sometimes people would take him up on it, and they would just randomly fix them lunch, and he would just randomly have a lot of people over. He was just very, we call that word hospitable. Say that. He was very hospitable. He liked to have people over, and he was great at entertaining. So tell me about one of your grandfathers, okay? Now, I understand sometimes our grandfathers were older and sometimes they passed away, or maybe your family doesn't have a relationship with them. I didn't grow up with a relationship with my dad's dad, who was also my grandfather, but I do know that his name was Fred and that he was in the Navy and that he was a Navy pilot. But I didn't grow up with a relationship with him, and it's okay. You can tell me that if you want, and you can't tell me much more about it. So for today's writing, let's talk about the word grandfather, and tell me, fourth graders, use at least 3 sentences, please, or more if you want to really make me happy, happy, happy. Second and third graders, 2 or 3 sentences, because I know you're capable. We've done a lot of writing this week. Okay, friends? Thank you. Do your work and have a great day. I love you and I miss you. And happy Friday. Yay!